The boredom just before work. Sitting here looking up definitions because it's what I do. When I see a word and I see it being misused, I look up the definition so that I have it handy so that I can explain to people the word that they're misusing. Like socialism. Everybody hears socialism and they think Marxism. So, is everybody secretly a Marxist? Do we all ascribe to Marx's view of socialism as a transitional state between the fall of capitalism and the rise of communism? No, because that's not what socialism is. Capitalism and socialism can work fairly well together, capitalism powering the socialism machine. One of the points that it has right here on socialism, a political and economic theory of social organization which advocates the means of production, distribution, and exchange should be owned and regulated by the community as a whole, and characterized by social ownership of the means of production and workers' self-management of enterprises. This includes political theories and movements associated with such as... Now, here's the thing. Just those words right there, means of production. That means the employees are in charge of factory production. They have a stake in the business. There's actually a lot of businesses that already do that have what are socialist-minded positions. Workers' self-management of enterprises certainly sounds like worker-owned facilities. Like the people that work in the factory each have stock in the factory. That when the factory does well, they do well. So I see socialist policies everywhere, but that's because I understand what the word socialism is. Capitalism, that's pretty easy to see. Everything costs something. Nothing's free. And in a purely capitalist society, free is a trap word. You know, you're usually getting something for free after having bought something, because nothing is truly free. When you see something free, there's always an asterisk that says under certain conditions. Like if you get a free sandwich at McDonald's, odds are you have to buy a sandwich to get it, or it's a part of a promotion. In which case, it's not really free. You have to spend the time and effort at the very least to go get the chance to win a free thing. So it becomes less free. Socialism isn't a bad thing. Neither is capitalism. Capitalism and socialism, as I said, can work together. Capitalism provides the funding to pay for and bolster socialist programs. Because, let's face it, a lot of them do lose money. They have too many people that they're trying to take care of. And that's the biggest problem with socialism, is it works well on small scale. Some aspects of socialism can't be applied to our nation. You can't use socialism for... Well, we do use it for things like roads, police, fire. There are socialist policies like that. The roads are a great example of socialism. It's your tax money going to pay for something we all use. You know, bicyclists use the same roadways, which, by the way, means they have to use the same rules. As a bicyclist, you don't get to just run willy-nilly through the lanes as you see fit, getting your extreme groove on. No, you're riding around in traffic around heavy cars, and if you get hit every time, a bicyclist's like, oh, you aren't watching out. No, dipshit, you fucking dodged in front of a car and got run over. I'm social-minded. Socialist. In the sense that I think we should all work towards the betterment of society. We should all try and advance, all of us, all at once. All move forward into the future. dragging your asses, kicking and screaming if necessary. Oh, but I like how things were. Oh, no. That's the conservative mentality to me most of the time. Fight the progress. Fight the change. Fight the movement towards the future. Let's stay in the past. Things were better in the past. Back when you were allowed to own people as basic property. That's how I always see it. How far back do you want to go? The 50s? 40s? You want to go back to the 20s, before, women actually had the right to vote on shit? Back to the 1900s? How far back do you want to go? You want to just stay right here with the mediocre music and the fucking crappy minimum wage jobs? No. We want to move towards the future. Socialism is a part of that. It is absolutely a part of moving into the future because you have to be social-minded. It's the same kind of thing happens when people hear the words welfare state. They think a welfare state. Oh, like Kentucky? A state where most of the people are on welfare? No, a welfare state is like Denmark, Sweden. A place where they have the welfare of their people first. The health and welfare. Not all of our people are on welfare. They're a fairly wealthy and happy nation, aren't they? Yeah. But socialism doesn't work because of Venezuela, which isn't socialism, but authoritarian Marxism. Which I understand how you make the confusion. You think all socialism is authoritarian Marxism. So when you see authoritarian Marxism, you go, oh, all cars are Toyota. There's a Toyota. There's all cars. See how dumb that sounds? Socialism is basically a car. It is a vehicle. Capitalism is an engine. Put the engine in the vehicle and it runs. Problem is just like a vehicle, there are different types of socialism, different types of capitalism, different types of engines, different types of vehicles. Saying that socialism, the vehicle, there is only one type of vehicle. Socialism is a car. Authoritarian Marxism is a Toyota. Utopian socialism is basically your Volvo, your BMW. It's the high class shit that frankly is too expensive to function. That's why utopian socialism doesn't exist anywhere. There are many types of cars. There's Fords, there's Chevys, there's Toyota, there's Hyundai, there's a range of different types of those kinds of things. All of them narrowing down. It's like religion. But you guys have picked your faith. And that's what happened. Capitalism is your faith, just like Catholicism or Hinduism or Islam or Christianity or whatever. And you're all the same religion, don't get me wrong. Abrahamic faiths, you all believe in the one God, just murdering each other out of fucking worship him. Socialism's not a bad thing, but you gotta define it right. You gotta pick the right fucking car. Bernie Sanders' democratic socialism sounds like a good thing when you look into it, but most people can't get past that fucking second word there, socialism. Democratic sounds good. Socialism, oh, well, that's communism and Marxism. No, that's the same kind of biased bullshit you guys put on everything. Anyway, I gotta get into work.